ॐ सहनाववतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहैः। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। ॐ नमो ब्रह्मादिभ्यो ब्रह्म विद्या संप्रदाय कर्तृभ्यो वंश ऋषिभ्यो महद्भ्यो नमो गुरुभ्यः। ॐ नमः प्रणवार्थाय शुद्धज्ञानैकमूर्तये निर्मलाय प्रशान्ताय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। ॐ श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादशङ्करं लोकशङ्करम्। ॐ शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः। ॐ समस्त ब्रह्म विद्या आचार्येभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो देवताभ्यो नमः। परब्रह्मणे नमः। श्रुतिमात्रे नमः। श्री वेदव्यास वैशम्पायनाग्निवल्क्याद्य शङ्करादिगुरुभ्यो अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः। उपनिषदुक्त ब्रह्मात्मैक्य बोधस्य अस्मिन् ऋणेव सिद्ध्यर्थं सनातनधर्मस्य वैदिकसंस्कृतेः विश्वव्याप्त्यर्थं च विश्वशान्तिकल्याणार्थं च अस्माकं आयुरारोग्यादिक्षेमस्थैर्यादिप्राप्त्यर्थं च छान्दोग्योपनिषदः पारायणं तैत्तिरीयोपनिषदः भाष्यसमेत अध्ययनं वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे। आदौ पारायणम् in प्रथम अध्याय up to third khandam in Chandogya we did Parayanam. Let us do from the Chaturtha Khandaha. Om Atha Chandogya Upanishad Om Apyayantu Mamangani Vakpranaha Chakshuh Shrotram Atho Balam Indriyani Cha Sarvani Sarvam Brahma Upanishadam Maham Brahma Nirakuryam मामा ब्रह्म निराकरोत् अनिराकरणमस्तु अनिराकरणं मे अस्तु तदात्मनि निरते ये उपनिषत्सु धर्माः ते मयि सन्तु। अथ प्रथमोऽध्यायः चतुर्थः खण्डः। ॐ ओमित्येतदक्षरम् उद्गीतमुपासीत ओमिति उद्गायति तस्य उपव्याख्यानं देवा वै मृत्योः बिभ्यतः त्रयीं विद्यां प्राविशन् ते छन्दोभिः आच्छादयन् यत् एभिः आच्छादयगन् तच्छन्दसां छन्दस्त्वं तानु तत्र मृत्युः यथा मत्स्यम् उदके परिपश्येद एवं पर्यपश्यत रुचि साम्नि यजुषे तेनो विदित्वा ऊर्ध्वा रुचः साम्नः यजुषः स्वरम् एव प्राविशन् यदा वा रुचमाप्नोति ओमिति एव अतिस्वरति एव गं साम एवं यजुः एषौ स्वरः यदेतदक्षरम् एतद् अमृतम् अभयं तत्प्रविश्य देवाः अमृता अभया अभवन् स य एतद् एवं विद्वान् अक्षरं प्रणौति एतदेव अक्षरगं स्वरम् अमृतम् अभयं प्रविशति तत्प्रविश्य यत् अमृता देवाः तद् अमृतः भवति। अथ पञ्चमः खण्डः। अथ खलु य उद्गीतः स प्रणवः यः प्रणवः सः उद्गीतः इति असौ वा आदित्य उद्गीतः एषः प्रणवः ॐ इति एषः स्वरन् एति एतमु एव अहम् अभ्यगासिषं तस्मात् मम त्वम् एकः असि इति यः कौशीतकिः पुत्रम् उवाच रश्मिगन्स्त्वं पर्यावर्तयात् बहवो वै ते भविष्यन्ति इति अधिदैवतम्। अथ अध्यात्मं य एव अयं मुख्यः प्राणः तम उद्गीतमुपासीत ओम इति एषः स्वरन् एति एतमु एव अहम् अभ्यगासिषम् तस्मात् मम त्वम् एकः असि इति ह कौशीतकी पुत्रमुवाच प्राणागन्स्त्वं भूमानम् अभिगायतात् बहवो वै मे भविष्यन्ति इति अथ खलु य उद्गीतः स प्रणवः यः प्रणवः सः उद्गीतः इति होतृषदनाद्धैवापि दुरुद्गीतम् अनुसमाहरति इति अनुसमाहरति इति अथ षष्ठः खण्डः इयमेव ऋक् अग्निः साम तदेतद् एतस्य अमृच्छद्यूढगं साम तस्माद् रुच्यद्यूढगं साम गीयते इयमेव सा अग्निः अमस्तत्साम अंतरिक्षमेव अर्वाग् वायुः साम अंतरिक्षमेव ऋक् वायुः सामः तदेतद् एतस्य अमृच्छद्यूढगं साम तस्मात् रुच्यद्यूढगं साम गीयते अंतरिक्षमेव सा वायुरमस्तत्साम द्यौहेव ऋक् आदित्यः सामः तदेतद् एतस्यामृच्छद्यूढगं साम तस्मादृच्छद्यूढगं साम गीयते द्यौरेव सा आदित्य अमस्तत्साम नक्षत्राणि एव ऋको चन्द्रमाः साम तदेतद् एतस्यामृच्छद्यूढगं साम तस्मादृच्छद्यूढगं साम गीयते नक्षत्राणि एव सा चन्द्रमा अमस्तत्साम अत यदेतद् आदित्यस्य शुक्लं भाः सा एव ऋग अत यत् नीलं परः कृष्णं तत्साम तदेतद् एतस्य अमृच्य अध्यूढगं साम तस्मात् रुच्यध्यूढगं साम गीयते अथ यथा यदैवैतद् आदित्यस्य शुक्लं भाः सा एव सा अथ यन्नीलं परः कृष्णं तदमस्तत् साम अथ य एषः अन्तरादित्ये हिरण्मयः पुरुषः दृश्यते हिरण्यश्मश्रुः हिरण्यकेशः आपृणकात् सर्व एव सुवर्णः तस्य यथा कप्यासं पुण्डरीकमेव अक्षिणी तस्योदिति नाम स एषः सर्वेभ्यः पाप्मभ्यः उदितः उदेति ह वै सर्वेभ्यः पाप्मभ्यः य एवं वेद तस्य ऋक् च साम च गीष्णौ तस्माद् उद्गीतः तस्मात्तु एव उद्गाता एतस्य हि गाता स एष ये च अमुष्मात् पराञ्च लोकाः तेषां च इष्टे देवकामानां च इति अधिदैवतम् अथ सप्तमः खण्डः अथ अध्यात्मं वाग् एव ऋक् प्राणः सामः तदेतद् एतस्यामृच्छद्यूढगं साम तस्मादृच्छद्यूढगं साम गीयते वागेव सा प्राणः अमस्तत्साम चक्षुरेव ऋग आत्मा सामः तदेतद् एतस्यामृच्छद्यूढगं साम तस्मादृच्छद्यूढगं साम गीयते चक्षुरेव सा आत्मा अमस्तत्साम श्रोत्रमेव ऋग मनः सामः तदेतद् एतस्यामृच्छद्यूढगं साम तस्मादृच्छद्यूढगं साम गीयते श्रोत्रमेव सा मनः अमस्तत्साम अथ यदेतत् अक्ष्णः शुक्लं भाः सा एव ऋग अथ यत् नीलं परः कृष्णं तत्साम तदेतद् एतस्यामृच्छद्यूढगं साम तस्मादृच्छद्यूढगं साम गीयते अथ यदा एव एतत् अक्ष्णः शुक्लं भाः सा एव सा अथ यत् नीलं परः कृष्णं ततमस्तत्साम अत य एषोऽन्तरिक्षिणि पुरुषः दृश्यते सा एव ऋक् तत्साम तदुक्तं तद्यजुः तद्ब्रह्म तस्य एतस्य तदेव रूपं यद् अमुष्य रूपं यौ अमुष्य गविष्णौ तौ गेष्णौ यत् नाम तद् नाम स एष ये च एतस्मादर्वाञ्चः लोकाः तेषां च इष्टे मनुष्यकामानां च इति तद्य इमे वीणायां गायन्ति तं ते गायन्ति तस्मात् ते धनसनयः अथय एतदेव विद्वान् सामगायति उभौ स गायति सः अमुना एव स एष ये च अमुष्मात् पराञ्चः लोकाः तागंश्च आप्नोति देवकामागंश्च अथा अनेन एव ये च एतस्मात् अर्वाञ्च लोकाः तागंश्चाप्नोति मनुष्यकामागंश्च तस्मात् उह एवं विदुद्गाता ब्रूयात् कं ते क्रमम् आगायानि इति एष हि एव कामगानस्य इष्टे य एवं विद्वान् सामगायति सामगायति ओम शांति 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 ओम अथ श्री कृष्ण यजुर्वेदांतर्गत तैत्तिरीय आरण्यकांतर्गत तैत्तिरीय उपनिषद ओम यस्मात् जातं जगत् सर्वं यस्मिन्नेव प्रलीयते येनेदन्धार्यते चैव तस्मै ज्ञानात्मने नमः येदिमे गुरुभिः पूर्वं पदवाक्यप्रमाणतः व्याख्याताः सर्ववेदान्ताः तान् नित्यं प्रणतोऽस्म्यहम् तैत्तिरीयकसारस्य मयाचार्यप्रसादतः विस्पष्टार्थरुचीनां हि व्याख्येयं सम्प्रणीयते अथ प्रथमा शिक्षा वल्ली प्रथमोऽनुवाकः शान्तिमन्त्रः ॐ शन्नो मित्रः शं वरुणः शन्नो भवत्वर्यमा शन्न इन्द्रो बृहस्पतिः शन्नो विष्णुरुक्रमः नमो ब्रह्मणे नमस्ते वायो त्वमेव प्रत्यक्षं ब्रह्मासि त्वामेव प्रत्यक्षं ब्रह्म वदिष्यामि ऋतं वदिष्यामि सत्यं वदिष्यामि तन्मामवतु तद्वक्तारमवतु अवतु माम् अवतु वक्तारम् ॐ शान्तिः 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 Having saluted the Lord in all forms, Gurus in all forms, Parabrahma Tattva, Shruti Mata, and also the Acharyas of Taittiriya Upanishad, Sri Vedavyasa Vaishampayana Agnivalkya, Adya Shankara Adi. Let us do our today's study. Before the study, the simple thought for the day is, when we are in the worldliness, knowingly or unknowingly in us, a kami personality, a vishayi personality, and then a bahirmukha personality, and a personality of hesitation, and a lazy personality slowly, silently, secretly gets formed in us, whether we are doing it knowingly or unknowingly, because no doing goes waste. It influences us. In the same way, what we are doing through the study of Upanishads is slowly, secretly, silently within ourselves, we are trying to create and maintain and develop a philosopher, a Shastrajna, not it Atmagna, only Shastrajna. In the same way, we have to put some more efforts to slowly, silently develop in us a Bhakta, a Jignasu, a Dharmika Vyaktitva, a personality trying to be with values, even though it is so difficult in this modern world of Kali Yuga. But you can slowly create that personality. A personality slowly who is just loving everything, everybody. A personality who is understanding the limitations of this world and the problems in this world. Therefore, a personality of lesser and lesser attached and dependent on this world. This is how we have to slowly, the non positive habitual personality, which was developed from such a number of millions of lives, we have to replace that personality by this type of personality creation in us consciously. We have to become conscious. Remember, sadhana is that when we are conscious. Just like that, when it is done, it is not sadhana. It is just a machinery mechanical doing. Not even one thing, including japa, puja, is called as sadhana if we are not consciously present while doing it so, with the purpose known, the process known, and accordingly done. Conscious. In the same way, okay, now my personality is this. Not good, not healthy, not conducive for evolution. Let me not struggle with it. Let me slowly within me increase a personality. You know, go on putting those thoughts, those actions going on in us, that Vyaktitva Vikasa happens in us. That's how the ordinary person becomes a useless criminal of this world, or an ordinary person becomes a very useful contributor politically, patriotically, or spiritually. Is This is how it is. Slowly in him, that Vyaktitva is becoming Vikasita, growing. And what without our much awareness, the Gurus and the Lord is doing this only in us by giving us this opportunity to daily study Shastras of Upanishads, Bhagavat, Ramayana. Now let us become conscious. Oh, this is what is the meaning of Ishvara Krupa, Bhagavat Krupa, Guru Krupa, and Punya Phala. Second, through the study of Shastras. So, this is what is the information which I was denied by my own reasons earlier. Now I am given. Okay, in these informations, and this is what is told as the life now lived called as life of bondage, and this is what is defined as the life of mukti, and that should be gained because every heart knowingly or unknowingly seeking that only. For that, this is the purpose, this is the process, this is what sadhana to be done. In this way, another very clear understanding personality about sadhya sadhana also we have to generate in us, maintain, go on developing. और ऐसे देखते 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 without much of struggle and effort in us, completely full-fledged, fully convinced adhyatmika vyakti alone is there, wherein he is looking everything in the world from the spiritual standpoint. He is always trying to seek the truth or self everywhere, or is always in that mood of activities with the speech or mind or body, which are not obstacles for sadhana, but which are useful, conducive. That type of Vyaktitva we have to develop slowly. It's happening by God's Guru's Krupa. We should help them by becoming more conscious and more committed way. And it is good, it is healthy. And then whatever so far was unknown now, whatever is known now, was not unknown, was not known. It was unknown maybe few years or decades back. So whatever are to be known most important, which are not known now, will be known to us maybe after some time in future. So don't worry about the unknown things. Whatever we know, let us keep practicing. Try to gain newer knowledge. Many more subtle energies are required for us. Subtle abilities are required for us. Subtle understandings are required for us to get out of our the routine involvement of worldliness. Now, all of that make us more paripakwa, fortified, matured into more deeper, sincere spiritual sadhaka. That also will join, will come to us because we are obliging or making use of the blessings given by the Rishi Parampara and Bhagwan of these classes. Be aware that they are fully aware of us. Those Divya Shaktis, Divya Purushas, whether it Vyasa Bhagwan, Vaishambhayana, Yagyavalkya, Adi Shankara Bhagwan, Gurudeva, all of them are aware of us. Not only just because we are studying mantras or Upanishad, also because we are every day praying to them, inviting them, invoking them, requesting them. So therefore, Whatever our buddhi today is able to receive, that much is given to us. Through various upasanas, when we make our buddhis more and more subtler, qualified, more and more higher, deeper understandings of what we are already studying, they give us. With that, we become more and more gambhira, more and more mature, more and more clear about. Not like now, where there's always in a mind either confusion or tamoguna regarding our identity fully. As I am spiritual seeker, there were 24 hours, I must mind that only. That sort of powerful personality, which is very, very essential for spiritual sadhana, genuinely done and result, is yet to come to us. They will give us that Vyaktitva very soon. What we have to do is continue what we are doing now, as well as try to develop that secret seeker in us. Seeker of Upanishad, understanding very deeply. Seeker of, like these great rishis, munis, who were, when they were born, were like us only, the ordinary human beings. Everybody when born is like that only. But then many, many lives, they did all the processes right from beginning of going to the Gurukula and trained there, right from grammar onwards, up to all types of activities by which their personality became so matured. Seeing that personality, their guru started giving them the Brahma Vidya, Tattva Vidya, Atma Vidya. In the beginning, for them also, it is like for you and me now. Little vague, not clear, non-understandable, ऐसा ही होता है. But then they consistently applied themselves. Then all those layers covering started getting removed. Picture was becoming very clear to them. In us also, now still the ignorance Rahu Grahanam too, the Jnana Surya Prakasha in us is still there. But slowly, as the Rahu consumed Surya, and slowly, slowly he leaves him and goes also. When we are exposing to Shastra Jnanam Nirantara Rupena, that Grahana of not fully comprehending Shastra, not fully getting convinced, not fully getting committed, are replaced by understanding, conviction, commitment. And then that time the life becomes so lighter, the outer life. So now, like we have so many struggles, mental struggles, about maintaining so many things outside. अरे भाई होता रहता है वो ईश्वर विल टेक केयर आई नो व्हाट्स माय ड्यूटी दैट मच आई कैन डू मोर देन दैट आई कांट आई नीड नॉट my job is not outside, my job is inside for me to continuously ponder over, revel in the Vakyas of the Upanishadic mantra so that I try to understand the deep purport of them, implication of them, as with what mentioning or meaning, what purpose the Gurus have given these slokas. This is my purpose. So that way, silently, secretly in us, develop that healthy personalities. Level loving personality, value oriented personality, आध्यात्मिक seeker wala personality, you know, the one who has got dhairya, utsaha to do sadhana, not get afraid. Most important is the personality of sincerity in me, the Vyaktitva. Let me be sincere to what I am supposed to do in the world as well as for my आध्यात्मिक प्रगति. वो वाला धीरे धीरे बनाते जाना, कॉन्शियस होना उसके लिए. So this is what today's thought. Just like unknowingly, because of our exposure to so many worldly things, silently a kami, a samsari, a tamoguni was developing. We are not aware, but he is developing. Like when you continuously watch TV or continuously talk with the people of any things of the worldliness, a worldly type of personality is strengthened in you. We are not aware, but it happens. And that person cherishes that type of topics, that type of discussions, because he became personality of that character. Then he will be bending towards that way of life only. Tell him to come to this side, it is difficult. Yeah, sunna hai class, subah subah. So what? The personality in him, there only will be pulled at this time. Maybe going for walk in a park, maybe doing some exercise, maybe just browsing through newspaper while having cup of the whole world of 700 million people, crores of people, what they are doing at this time. Depends on what personality they have. Some are still sleeping, some सुबह उठते हैं और कुछ दूरदर्शन करेंगे, कोई they are already on the dining table eating. Some have gone to their office and working so early. Some are en route in the travel. So each one's Vyaktitva pulls. So that's how we were. Now you and I, we can't generalize it. You and I can, through this study of regular Upanishads, create a seeker personality. That's what the idea. And also all the other things, as we said, develop it. A Vairagyavan personality, which is very essential. An alert personality, all the time is alert about what's happening in and around, what is to be added, deleted, changed. इस तरह से हम अपने आप को बनाते ही जाना. Like the tree slowly, silently molds itself to become the fruit. So to the earth, the mud goes on working on itself secretly, silently for hundreds and hundreds of years to become itself as the gold. Understand? As the diamond, as the silver. All of them are mud only, slowly getting itself molded into through various processes. सब में ultimately वही मट्टी है. Some same elements are there. Elements means the inner main material. In the same way, be conscious. And the Gurus and Lord is working on us. Don't stop them. Don't obstruct them much. What stops obstructs is our irregularity, insincerity. When we are regular and in the class, we are sincere. As long as we are in the class, for listening every sentence, these two are the ones. When we are allowing them to mold us in us. It was a big struggle, no doubt, for last 2.5 years. But now we are into the Upanishad Adhyanam, Shastra Adhyanam, Vyaktitva. It's not completed. Some more when we listen, we start thinking from the standpoint of the rishis and munis. Then we understand what this is about, why this world is a bondage for us, where is liberation, how to get. ये सारे बातें हृदय में हमको खुद को समझ में आना, महसूस होना शुरू होगा. अभी कुछ लोगों को हुआ, एक दो को, बट दे आर नॉट वैल्यूइंग इट दैट मच. There is valuing still the activities of samsara, achievements of samsara. Some of them are there because of obligation and all. वो हमेशा नहीं रहेंगे, धीरे चले जाएंगे. As they recede or reduce, this thing becomes stronger. That we start looking our life from the standpoint of the rishis and munis standpoint, as they mentioned in Shastra. Then the picture becomes clear. What is the meaning of bandhanam? What is the meaning of moksham? What is causing bandhanam? What helps us in moksha? सबको पता होगा ये. रेगुलर जो सत्संग सुनेंगे वो कोई भी बंदा को छूट नहीं जाएगा. It takes time, 20 years, 30 years, sometime even more. Some lives it will take, but that clarity will come. I myself as a jiva with my own these upadhis and upadhi related sankalpas and the activities binding myself to variety of limitations. In reality, I am never bound, eternal, infinite self, as told in the Shastra. Now I have to reject out of this bandhana vyaktitva into mukta vyaktitva or mukta anubhava. Those things start happening. We will become conscious of it. Right now, we have not yet come to that fructified level, but it will happen. Only thing is regular and sincere. Keep on, keep on. So, develop that wonderful secret personality. Having said so, now we are discussing the topic of Jnana Karma Samuchayavada Khandana. We have to be very firm and ascertained about what we have to achieve and what makes us achieve that and what is opposite and contrary to that and need and necessity of giving up that contrary thing we must know everywhere, whether maintaining the health, whether maintaining the financial bank balance, whether maintaining healthy relation with the people. Don't we should we not see what we seek and what helps us in getting what we seek and what is that would obstructs what I am seeking and how to give it up, like the money issue. So you want a good balance. So you know how to earn the money and put it in bank or investment save. You also know that these are the places when it is wrongly invested, it gets wasted. Therefore, we don't do that. In the same way, what a very important, secret, subtle, sublime topic under discussion is the karma which we are doing so far from millions of lives, becoming ourselves as karta, using the karmendriyas, jnanendriyas, antakarana, wanting to achieve something. We are getting. But is this setup of becoming karta, doing some karma, get a karma phala, will this setup help me in moksha? We have to think about it. And on a deeper thinking, we come to know that what we seek is moksha. Moksha is in Atmanubhuti. Atmanubhuti is not a karma phala. It is only jnana phala. There's nothing to be done there at all. That clarity we should have. Such person alone exclusively be attentive. Giving up all the setup of kartrutva, karma, karmaphala ityadi, keeping all that aside, is just deeply pondering only to be the self. First to know and understand its nature through the help of Shastra and Guru. Thereafter, he is doing nothing but trying to be the self. He is already the self. But the earlier way of lifestyle has taken him away as if away from his own self. Like I'm a good person of calmness, quietness. Suddenly an incident happened and anger came in me. So that angry situation, anger provoking situation, as if taken away calm and quiet personality from me. Actually नहीं गया, but लगता है कि चला गया. Then when the issue is over, situation is okay, or I may realize en route only, अरे मैं तो generally शांत व्यक्ति हूँ. How come I am becoming angry for no reason? I come back to my normal. In the same way, we are eternally self only. And that unfortunately we have gone away from the self because of the thick layer of that ignorance or avidya. That is replaced by the vidya. Avidya is I am not the real self. Vidya is I am the real self. That's all. The self is Satchit Anand. Be that. There's nothing to be done, nothing to be gained, nothing to be lost. But the Purvapakshi, who is so much lost into karma and karma phala so far, he thinks this moksha is also a result of karma. That's how he goes on holding on to karma and all. Here Bhagavan Shankara says, Mukti comes only by Vidya, not by the karma, not even by any sort of help taken from karma at the highest level. Before that highest level, a step before, definitely we use karma for antakarana shuddhi. But karma is not the direct pratyaksha karana for moksha. Because the karma has all its limitations. Then karma phala also will be limited. See the importance of this topic. दैट इज वाई देखो, जप करने से एकाग्रता मिलेगा, तीर्थ यात्रा जाओ तो पुण्य मिलेगा, दान इत्यादि करो तो पुण्य, these all will give us higher worlds, but not moksha. Moksha is only when I go out of my wrong identity, when I come into my right identity. The bestest, easiest, beautiful, most definition of moksha. Every day we are saying it, and I'm sure every one of you know it. In the evening class, in the Bhagavatam. From last 425 days, we are doing it every day. What is that? Mukti. What is mukti? Hitva anyatha rupam swarupena vyavasthitihi. Giving up the identity with the not self, anyatha rupam swarupena vyavasthitihi. Identifying with our own original identification self, that is called mukti. You understand? This is not the karma or karma phala. It is ignorance removed by the wisdom. Wisdom, knowledge has come, but we are making it a wisdom. That is called as on the seat of meditation we do nididhyasanam. Other than that, any number of karmas of any sort they are done, they give their respective results, not moksha. That we have to know. Moksha is nitya. You are already that. When you are already that, what is to do? Nothing to do, just realize. So here the Purva Pakshi tries to say on the authority of Vedas only that karma is required for moksha. Bhagavan Shankara explains to him about the reference and context of what he is quoting, and using the logics, slowly he is denying this thought or the thing that karma is required for moksha. Karma and upasanas give uttama lokas, not moksha. Wherever the uttama lokas we go and have uttama bhoga, all is accepted. But we are a jiva only. That is called jiva anand, not atma anand. Atma anand is when I am undoubtedly established, established in my identity that I am pure existence consciousness. I am that. Then only the pure inner bliss comes. But all other experiences we have of sukha and etc. are karma phala. They don't give us moksha. This we have to be clear. If not today, at least after 100 lives. Then only na karmana, na prajaya, na dhanena, tyagena eke amrudatva manasho. We go for the meditational sadhanas. Now why we don't have meditational ability? Because so many karma phala apeksha are there. Therefore, to get the phala, we have to involve in karma. सेम थिंग व्हेन वी कम टू स्पिरिचुअलिटी आल्सो इमेजिन कि वहाँ कुछ करना पड़ेगा तभी फल मिलेगा. यस, सो मेनी थिंग्स हमसे कराते हैं गुरु, बट नन ऑफ देम आर द डायरेक्ट कॉज फॉर परमात्मा अनुभूति. They are only intermediate helping aids up to helping us to become introverted and cleanse off our bosom of all the gathered vasanas. That's it. The moksha is by the vidya only, not by the karma. And vidya nahi hai to bhi moksha nahi hota. That all will come in the discussion. And we will take some 2-3 days. For my sake, kindly give me so that we will study all the topics sloka by sloka or sentence by sentence. Okay. Yesterday, what we said that we'll just read it so that you get that familiarity. I'll not explain it. What did we say yesterday? Atra etat chintyate. This what is contemplated in this context. What? Vidya karmano vivekartham. To find, discriminate between the vidya, the Brahma vidya, Atma vidya, and the karma as a karta. what they involve in, what they result in. We are discussing. Then, kim karmabhyah eva kevalebhyah param shreyah. Only always doing karmas of yajna, yaga, upasana, dharma karma. Can we get the moksha? See the question. Be attentive. Second one, uta vidya savyapekshebhyah. That we are doing karmas, but little vidya added as support. Second option. Third one, ahosvit vidya karmabhyam samhatabhyam. That both hand in hand, vidya and karma, will they give us the moksha? Fourth one, vidyava karma vekshaya. More and more vidya you are doing, but little help of karma also required and you are taking. Is that the way moksha is gained? Finally, uta kevalaya eva vidyaya iti. It's very important this topic. So subtle it is. We don't even understand the importance of it. Then we don't try to know it. Hundreds of people, all the Adhyatmic sadhakas, skip this portion. Because of that, what happens? They never are freed from the karma and karma phala business of the worldliness. In the same way, even though when they are doing spiritual sadhanas, their focus always is on in doing something. Because this topic was not exhaustively discussed and understood. And those who thoroughly discuss and understand, their orientation is different. That from the karta to akarta have to become. Thus, only the self which is already there is revealed to me. That type of and personality he becomes. Into that type of understanding he grows. Mhm. Think. Okay, the five options. The first one is taken pure karmas, karana for moksha. We discussed it yesterday. How he said here, ki purva pakshi tatra kevalebhya karmabhya eva moksha syatu param shreya syatu. Atmanubhuti paramashreya moksha. All of them are called same things. So kevalebhya karmahabhya syat. What is the reasonings he gave? कि समस्त वेदार्थ ज्ञानवतः कर्माधिकारातु is it is the statement of पूर्व पक्ष. It is not authentic, but he said it कि सारे वेदों को जिसने जाना उसको कर्म करना ही पड़ेगा, और जो भी कर्म करे वेदों को जानकर ही पड़ेगा, करना पड़ेगा उसको. तो वेद is always taken as authority to discuss and decide, but everybody सिद्धांत वेद के आधार पर ही निर्णय होता है. Then Vedah Krishna Adhigantavyaha Sarahasya Dvijanmana iti Smaranat. Adhigamaha cha Saha Upanishad Arthena Atma Jnanadina. Vidwan Yajate Samhita Yajayati iti cha Vidushaha eva karmani adhikara pradarshate sarvat. See what is his collection of the quotations from the Vedas. Three things he has collected and quoting to justify what he is saying, that through karma the moksha comes. What are the three things? First, the Dvijanma should study Vedas. Okay? Second, the Dvijanma along with the Vedas he must study Upanishads also. Second, third, that person who has studied Veda Upanishad must do Yajna Agadi Karma. वो वहाँ क्या कॉन्टेक्स्ट में बोला, ही इज नॉट रेफरिंग टू दैट. He is just bringing three things assorted, joining them and telling us. द्विजन्म को वेद पढ़ने को कहा कि नहीं, या वेद में उपनिषद भी आएगा कि नहीं, हाँ. फिर द्विज जो वेद पढ़ा उनको कर्म करना है ऐसा वेद ने कहा कि नहीं, या तो हम कह रहे. एंड व्हाट इज द पर्पस ऑफ वेदा? गिविंग मोक्ष. So what Veda is telling? Do Yajna Agadi. Therefore, through Yajna Agadi, moksha is possible. Karma. In the doing Yajna and Upasanas, there is no Atma Vidya. You are not thinking about the self when you are sitting there and doing Swaha, etc. Are you aware of the real self in you? We are only busy in looking at the fire and taking the ahutis, putting that only. So too when you do upasana, your drishti and the idol outside. Your drishti is only in the processes of abhishekam, alankaram, and pushparchana and all. Where is the atma involved there? The contemplating self to be contemplated self. You I never in this way. How many number of janmas we do? The yajna and upasana. We'll be doing those karmas and getting those karma phala only. Where is the Atma involved in them? Nowhere we are even looking at Atma Vastu. We are only as a yajna karma karta, we are doing the yajna karma for getting the phala result, the karma phala. हमारा दृष्टि पूरा इसी में है ना. Like you are cooking food. So you are cooking food karta, food cooking karta. When that is done, then you enjoy that bhokta. Where is Atma there? Where is self? Are you understanding? In this way, how many million lives you be a cook, cooking and eating food, that you will get the Atma and get moksha. But when you cook a good food, you will get good food, there's no doubt. And that gives taste, energy, oh, sab badhiya. But all of them are again upadhiyon ka hai na, very self in that. See that what is the main secret point we are catching? Karma gives karma phalas. Any karma. And then moksha is already existing Paramatma's jnanam. Be careful. In fact, every karma, creating karma vasanas more and more, is denying us of the moksha, which is possible only through vidya. This we have to understand. This will come slowly, but here Bhagavan systematically developing. But हम अगर भूल जाएंगे इसलिए we have shared this thought. That is in the fourth or fifth mantra of Atma Bodha. It said, okay, ki, hundreds of karmas also done. Mukti jo shatajanma koti sukritai hai. Karmaihi na karmana. Through the action, we get outer results in the other worlds. What karma I do, for that what phala I have to get is available there. Sometimes it is available here, you are sent there. Sometimes it can be brought to us, it is brought to us. Sometimes it is not available here and it cannot come here, we are sent there. Naturally, no. Earlier days, the movies you have to go and watch in theater. वो उन दिनों में जाना ही पड़ता था. अब ये दोनों ऑप्शन है. जाकर थिएटर में देख सकते हो. At your own home theater you can see in your cell phone. So whichever the thing you are seeking, that you get. Some of the results are brought to you. Some are while living only you are taken there. Like you order online food, it is brought to you. No, you want to go and sit and eat, you go there. But some beautiful other casino type you want to go, it's not available in India, so you have to go to other loka, the Americas and all. आपका जो कर्म फल है वो जहां मिलेगा वहां आपको भेजा जाता है. As me the jiva and that body, like I have a karma and karma phala flying. No, as a human I can fly, can't fly, no? Is it not? Therefore, to that yoni of pakshi, this jiva will be taken as a result of his karma phala, whatever the karma he has done to get that phala. This is how karma phala takes me, the jiva, from one loka to other, giving me the due karma phalas. In all of that is a bondage only. There is no liberation. You are running. And why it is bondage? Any karma is limited, karma phala limited. This is what is discussion. Bhagavan is explaining to us. And we have to more than 10 times study this portion to get thorough understanding, which is very, very essential to make a big leap in true spiritual understanding and sadhana. The biggest leap comes to us when we understand it. Biggest leap. from being extroverted to introverted. Because it is proved through all these logics how much more bigger, nobler may be the karma. It will give that bigger, nobler karma phala, not moksha. And I want moksha. I want moksha permanently from all limitations of all upadhis. Again and again, I am not interested in getting bound. That is why the mumukshata is a very essential thing. When someone has got that mumukshata very strongly, and to that, when this knowledge also is added, that the karma gives karma phala, not moksha, then he will become true seeker of self only through Mahavakya Shravanam and Mahavakya Chintanam. Oh, they are not karmas. Like the other karmas, giving the outer karma phala. They are required. That will be developed in the topic. Everything is answered. I'm going slow only to make it easier for us to understand, not much tension. एक एक शब्द ही कोशिश कर रहे हैं. So in this way he has quoted three things. One, Dvijanma should study Vedas. Two, in the study of Vedas, obviously the Upanishad also comes. The Upanishad also studied. In the Upanishad, Brahma Vidya, Atma Vidya is there. We say that Atma Vidya, Brahma Vidya, which is in the Upanishad, alone is the way for means. That's what Bhagavan is the means for mukti. That is what Bhagavan Shankara is finally going to conclude. But this Karma Kand is so interested in karma, he is putting the Upanishad in the part of the Vedas, he is studying them. But usko bhi, जैसे मालूम मैं कल बता रहा था ना, we are chanting Upanishad mantras and doing the Abhishekam and Upasana to God. How funny it is. They are for contemplation. But we are interested in Karma Kanda so much, हम इसको भी उसी में डालते जाते. Like many of the people, Pujari, Pandits, they don't know which mantra to chant what occasion, and they have only 4 5 mantras. And any program is there, Mangalam Pantan, Ekaksha, Mangalam, that's the only thing they know, and they do only that for everything. किसी को उपनयन हो या शादी हो या श्राद्ध हो, सेम मंत्रस देते, सेम संकल्प, सेम थिंग. Is it not? Here also that problem arises. Now, then what? Krutsnaha cha vedah karmartha iti manyante kechitu. Okay? Krutsnasya vedah karmartha iti manyante kechitu. Now, in Veda, the bulky portion talks about karma only. When you read the Veda mantras, you will know it. Therefore, the entire purpose of Veda only to karma and karma phala. And Veda, the other purpose is moksha. So, Veda gives moksha, Veda tells karma, therefore through karma only moksha. That is how he says. Okay. Karmabhya chet param sriha na avapyate. He is coming to this threatening position that through the karma, the param sriha nahi aata hai. So, Veda anarthaka syat. Your authority, the final authority of the life and conduct called as Veda, itself becomes anarthaka. It is meaningless, useless. Are you ready? See, at highest stage of his arrogance, when the Siddhanta has not started, this is how strongly he talks. तुम्हारा वेद अनर्थक हो जाएगा अगर कर्म से मोक्ष नहीं मिला तो. Is it not? Like in bus train also, youngsters, they with all ego, arrogance, they behave. Till that other person who is fully matured starts talking. Then they know, अरे तो महात्मा जी सब जानते हैं, धीरे धीरे वो ठंडा होते रहते. In your house also, your children or daughters-in-law, बहुत बोलते रहते हैं. आप चुप, suddenly you start telling them philosophy, logic, explanation. उनको दिमाग में आने लगते हैं. They may मानो या ना मानो, that depends on your प्रारब्ध. But then they become quiet. So too, Guru Maharaj, Siddhanti, when he starts speaking, slowly this arrogant karma kandi uses, if that karma se moksha nahi mila, तुम्हारा वेद ही वेस्ट है, क्योंकि in the Veda, entire thing is only karma, karma, karma. कृत्स्नस्य वेदार्थः कर्मार्थम इति मन्यन्ते केचित्. कृत्स्नः च वेदः Karmartha iti manyante kechit. Okay? To this point, what is the result given or the answer given by Bhagavan Adi Shankara, the Siddhanti? To deny the first thing of purely by karma, the moksha comes. Simply he said. Half he said. Remaining, it is left for the Pura Pakshi to think and understand. Agar dimag hai to. He just says, Mokshasya nityatvat. Moksha is nitya, not temporary. And all your karmas, are they temporary or permanent? You think? You can't say any karma is permanent. No, simple logic, no? When the karma itself is not permanent, how can its result be permanent? ये तो ना कॉमन सेंस दिमाग का, वही बच्चा भी बोलेगा वो. How can the finite action give infinite result? And moksha is infinite. It's nitya. It's eternal. Else what? You did karma, you got moksha. Again, karma phala is limited. Therefore, moksha chala gaya, फिर से बंधन आया. अरे, this is what we don't want. No. We want to reach to that state of moksha, having gone where we don't want to come back to again bandhanam. So, main sentence what? Mokshasya nityatvatu. Be attentive. Is it understandable? The liberation is eternal. It's not that you are liberated 1 hour and 2 hours. That way, every night when we sleep, we are liberated only. Like every weekend, all the employees feel they are mukta for 2 दिन. Then as the Sunday evening comes, again they start feeling bandhanam. यार कल सुबह उठ के फिर से जाना है. For you all also every day when the Upanishad class is over, moksha ho gaya. But only till when? Night when you sleep again. Morning when you get up, you feel like sleeping 1 more hour. That level, that freedom of yours is taken away. Again you are about to come to class. Moksha se nityatvat. Okay. Nityo hi moksha ishyate. Moksha is nityam and nitya moksha is only said in the Shastras and every heart seeks that only. नित्य मोक्ष चाहिए कि हमको सबके दिल में. और चलो मेरे को बाहर रहने दो 10 दिन, फिर से जेल में डालो. वॉलेंटरली कोई जाएगा क्या? जबकि जब वो क्राइम किया, कन्विक्ट हुआ, पुट इन जेल, all the time he wants to come out of it only. Once come out, he never wants to go inside. In the same way, we want the Nitya Mukti. Nitya Moksha ishyate. Clear? Now, 2 points are said. What is what? Moksha, Nityatvad Mokshasya means what? By nature, Moksha is Nitya Swarupa. Clear? Second is what? Nitya Swarupa Moksha only is sought, worthy of doing it. Third one is what? Karima Karyasya cha Anityatvam Prasiddham Loke. Every karma being limited in its efforts or their timings, karma karya means karma phala obviously is anityam. It is not permanent. Prasiddham loke, everybody knows it, you know it. Karma karyasya anityatvam prasiddham loke. कर्म का फल का अनित्यता लोक में सब जानते हैं. So how can anitya karma give nitya moksha? Think about it. How interesting. This is, contemplate karo. So far, we were doing so many things and getting so many, but every one of them are binding us only. The liberation is already within us. We only have to realize it. Not only the karma doesn't help her, rather the karma binds us more and more. Come to that point. Anityatvam prasiddham loke. Then karmabhyah chet shreyaha anityam syat. If through karma you want shreyas moksha, it is anityam. Tacha anishtam. We don't like that. We don't want or like the anitya moksha. वो तो हमको मिल ही रहा था. Whenever the desire is there, fulfillment is done, then we are getting feeling of liberation. But that is anitya. Again another desire is coming. We have gone through. Every day we are doing only that. What's that? Feeling of bondage temporarily, then doing something to get moksha from that. Again entering to another bondage. Here the moksha is anitya, but that's not we want. Anishtam. Now, you quoted, I also quote. Tat yahata iha karmana jita loka kshiyate. Chandogya Upanishad says, just like in this world, in your own eyes, in front of us, karma jita loka kshiyate. Loka means result or experience. Karma jita means the results gained because of the karma. कर्म जित लोक कर्म के द्वारा पाया हुआ फल क्षीयते is endful here. बता दिया पॉइंट. Then the next sentence in the Upanishad word tata amutra punya jita loka apikshiyate. Hereafter also, when you go to Swargadi loka, pick up punya karma, that also punya being limited, वो भी खत्म हो जाएगा. Then snasa पुनरावर्तते, स पुनरावर्तते, he comes back. He is not liberated. So जैसा इस लोक में हर एक कर्म का फल खत्म होता है, परमानेंट नहीं है, इनफाइनाइट नहीं है. दैट्स द कोटेशन इनफ. सो टू द पुण्य कर्म आल्सो खत्म होता है, फिर से वापस आना पड़ेगा. व्हाट वी हैव टू कैच इज व्हाट द कोटेशन इज पुण्य कर्म चित लोकः क्षीयते, कर्म जितः लोकः क्षीयते. सो तद्यथा यह कर्म चित लोक क्षीयते इति न्याय अनुगृहीत श्रुति विरोधात्. This Shruti of logically explanation, logically explaining, Shruti is explaining this point logically, that portion becomes disproved if you imagine that through the limited karma, the infinite permanent moksha comes. For the first point is denied. Purely by karma, the moksha comes. Kyun? Because karma is limited in time, the phala is limited in time, but what we want is a moksha which is nitya. That's the meaning of na asti akrutah krutena. तो कृतेन कर्मणा अकृतः शाश्वत मोक्षः नास्ति. That's what Upanishad. परीक्ष लोकान् कर्मचितान् ब्राह्मणः निर्वेदमायात् न अस्ति अकृत कृतेन तद् विज्ञानार्थं स कुरुमेवापि गच्छेत्. तद् विज्ञानार्थं. To know that we are going to study Upanishads not to create the non-existing self, only to realize the existing self and be liberated from the not self. Keep it in mind. Now the Purva Pakshi continues his argument. Very interesting. This is very sublime. Huh? Try to understand. If not now, at least 2 years you will be able to catch it. मेहनत लगा के क्या कहते हैं कि he is bringing out a beautiful explanation from his side. What is his point? I'll tell you in advance. कि without going for your tattva jnana, tattva chintana, through the karma, we can get moksha in this way also. Why don't you agree it? Is a point. What is he doing here? See, we have 4 karmas, Nitya, Naimitika, Kama and Nishiddha. We have exhaustively discussed yesterday, even our Vishnu Sahasranama also, so too in the evening class. Okay, these are the 4 karmas that every of the jivas do it. You and I are always involved in our life, actively, dynamically, sometime in doing Nishiddha karma, sometime in Kamya, sometime is Nitya, sometime in Nainityaka. Okay, he says, I will avoid all these 4 karmas by these means. Be attentive. But I will not go for Vidya. Then moksha should come to me. Because in charo karmo mein hum sab fase rehte. I will accomplish these 4 karma in this way and I will not go for Vidya. I must get moksha. One by one he says. First is what? Ki kamya pratisiddhayoho anarambhat. I am not starting kamya karma and anisiddha karma or pratisiddha karma. First point. काम्य प्रतिषिद्ध का आरंभ नहीं किया. महाराज गुरुजी समझ गए, काम में प्रसिद्ध नहीं कर रहा हूं मैं, छोड़ ही दिया उसको, शुरू नहीं कर रहा. 2 कर्म out of 4 removed. So what are the other 2 are there? The नित्य कर्मास आर देर, प्रारब्ध कर्मास आर देर, संचिता और आगामी, इनके बारे में कह रहे हैं. नेक्स्ट, आरब्धस्य च कर्मणः, those karmas which started giving their result in this life for us from birth to death, upabhogena kshayat. Through upabhoga, silently going through that, those karmas are allowed to get exhausted. Pratisiddha kamya, I never started. No desire prompted activity. No involvement in prohibitory action. Then arabdha karma, through bhoga, I exhaust. 3 बातें हो गई. Kamya Nishidha dropped, 2 arabdha karma getting finished through bhoga experience going through silently, which you can't avoid. You can't do anything with prarabdha other than going through. So I have done 3. So next, what is what? Ki nitya anushthanaat cha. I am doing my nitya karmas according to my own varna ashrama. By this, I am avoiding pratyavaya anutpattehe. The sin of omission I am avoiding. Sin of omission, no, कि you have to do something you are not doing, तो पाप लगेगा. मैं नित्य कर्म कर रहा हूँ. So through the nitya karma, I am avoiding pratyavaya dosha. By the kamya karma and pratisiddha karma, it dropped. And prarabdha karma, I am going through silently, experiencing. So in this way, I have fully made myself pakka. Where is the need of jnanam? Pratyavayanupate jnana nirapekshah eva moksha iti chet. Without jnana, Avatma Vidya, Upanishad Vidya, Vedanta Vidya, the Vicharana on the Mahavakya. Without all that, ऐसा मैं कर दूं तो मोक्ष होना चाहिए, होगा ना. I am freed from the all karma. एक thing I answered. Pratisiddha karma I drop. Kamya karma I drop. Prarabdha I am going through. Nitya karma I am doing it to avoid the pratyavaya dosha, sin of omission. हो गया? I am fully set. I must be liberated. Bhagavan doesn't take much time to thwart this point. He says, Shesha karma sambhavat. Ki in one life, from womb to the tomb, through all the experiences we go, all the karma sanchita which we gained from many, many lives, all of that won't get exhausted. Out of that infinite karma vasanas, a set of 100, 200, 1000, 5000, उतना ही इस शरीर में खत्म होते हैं. But what about the remaining things? They are there, therefore they force us to take another body. शेष कर्म संभवात, बहुत सारे कर्म से रह जाते हैं. तन निमित्ता शरीरांतर उत्पत्ति प्राप्नोति इति प्रत्युक्तम. We all know every karma vasanas are not exhausted in one deha. Many are left out. For that, the another bodies are given to you. So where are you getting moksha there? वर्ष फिर से जन्म लिया मतलब बंधन है ना. जन्म बंध विनिर्मुक्ता पदम गच्छन्ति नामने. जन्म ही बंध है. Born is bound because you are bound into upadhi, deha adi. And you have to maintain it, you have to take care of it, you have to go through experiences without questioning. They are all bound. Where is the freedom? That's what we are going through now also. So, to his point, what he answered, all your sanchita cannot be exhausted in one deha. Only through prarabdha some are exhausted. For the remaining vasanas or the prarabdha samskara, you have to take up many, many, many deha. शेष कर्म संभवात, बहुत सारे कर्म शेष रह जाता है कि तन्निमित्ता शरीरांतर उत्पत्ति. That's how every of the jiva, our own parents, grandparents, as long as they had prarabdha, they lived in the body on this planet at this, in that period, history period. Once they are over, then to eke out the next set of the prarabdhas or the, let us say, karma phalas, which are in the sanchita, उनमें जो भी मेच्योर हुए हैं, उसका पूर्ति के लिए जहां जाना है उनको वहां जाते हैं. That's what we were saying. half an hour back. They are somewhere. Those who left this body, our own parents, according to the matured next set of their sanchita karma, they are given the day, and it can be anything. Please remember, that is why you are human now. We are fully healthy. Let us make use of time maximum for our sadhana. Else, where they are born, we don't know. Anybody, friends, relatives, enemies, all of them, our family member who departed, they can be bird somewhere. They can be a snake somewhere. They can be animal somewhere. They may be a tree. They may be a small house fly. They may be a human. And that human can be anywhere. Our own parents might have been born somewhere in Uganda or Somalia if their vasanas demand them. Please be careful about it and don't imagine them now in that black form and doing it. They are no more your parents now. They are gone. Parents are the only to given this body. In the mind, they are parents, but as a jiva, they have gone and they might have gone hundreds of births, and in that hundred of children, they might have got. You'll be confused, therefore, we don't discuss these things. Funny, every life or permutation combination goes on changing. Thank God he makes us forget everything. As I told you, last life's Param Shatru may be a Param Mitra this life. Why? In that life, he had to exhaust my vasanas by becoming Shatru. In this life, he is there required for me to become Mitra. Like in the living life also, your own wife or husband, children, they give sukha sometime and they themselves make you miserable depending on what prarabdha. For some people, no, throughout life, the wife is not naive. She is so fantastic. She gave all only sukha. But he'll have dukkha from somebody. The daughter will make miserable. या बेटा will make miserable. Somebody हो भाई होंगे कोई बहन होंगे कोई ना कोई तंग करेगा कोई नहीं है तो ही सेल्फ सफिशिएंट खुद तंग करेगा अपने आप को it is own ego and too much of likes dislikes ignorances human being is self sufficient in becoming miserable baba कुछ भी कह दो we are really masters of how to become and continue miserable. वेयर विल बी इसलिए अब मैं यहाँ हूँ आपके साथ when I die where I will be born it depends on my next set of vasanas which I have to exhaust. What work I do also don't know. Like अभी उपनिषद कर रहा हूँ अगले जन्म में कोई मैकेनिक शेड में काम करने का है तो आई विल बी बॉर्न देयर ओनली आई विल गो देयर देयर इज नो ऑप्शन therefore only we are saying don't underestimate anyone. A person may be a scavenger but he may be a highly person of saintly nature earlier life he had to exhaust some vasana therefore he must be tentative हो सकता है जड़ भरत का तो कहानी आपको पूरा ये समझाना चाहिए था 3 lives we are shown of him but that is not revealed to us only there are these reasons you can't live your present life healthily if all the past is remembered and that's over. These are all the new ones. इसलिए भगवान क्योंकि actually as a आध्यात्मिक साधक आई एम जस्ट टेलिंग आउट ऑफ टॉपिक वी हैव टू रीच टू द सेल्फ अब इस देह इस उपाधि और इससे मिलने वाले संबंध उसी को हम छोड़ने को कह रहे व्हाई द डिग द ग्रेव ऑफ द पास्ट सो what is the use of remembering all that right now I know where do I stand what I have to do for my spiritual evolution. So, शेषकर्म संभवात् तन्निमित्ता शरीरांतर उत्पत्ति प्राप्नोति इति प्रत्युक्तम. In one life, all prarabdha will not be over. Definitely will get another deha. Karma shesasya nitya. Next level, next point. ये हो गया. In one life, all karma vasanas are not exhausted. Therefore, you will get many lives depending on how many karma vasanas you have. This is one answer given to all his proposal कि मैंने नित्य क्या कहते हैं I gave up the Kamya karma, Nishiddha karma, Prarabdha I am going through without reaction, and through Nitya karma I am avoiding the Pratyavaya dosha. So I must get mukti without vidya. Vidya anavashyaka hai. His point is what? Iti jnana nirapeksha eva moksha iti chet. Without the trace of jnanam, in this way I can get moksha. For that answer one is what? Only few asanas are exhausting in this life. Many are there. For that sake, will be given more and more births. When you are born, you are bound. What is what? कि कर्मशेषस्य च नित्यानुष्ठानेन अविरोधात् क्षय अनुपपत्तिः च. No, very important thought. This we discussed earlier also. कि the nitya anushtana, be attentive. Nitya karma ka anushtana karna has nothing to do with the shesha karma. This nitya karma anushtana will not remove your karma shesha, बाबा. कर्म शेष तो वो अपना कर्म फल देकर ही खत्म होगा. This Nitya Karma Anushtanam has a Pratyavaya dosha if you don't do it. If you don't do it, it will be leading to the sin of omission. It is not going to remove. You are the Nitya, the many lives earned karma vasanas or karma samskaras. Very important thought it is. Karma shesasya cha nitya anushthanena avirodhat. Nitya Anushtana and Shesha Karma are not virodha to each other. That the Nitya Karma Anushtana removes Shesha Karma. नहीं होता वो. शेष कर्म को तो नया नया शरीर लेकर ही हमको क्लियर करना होता है. The Nitya Karma in this life is to avoid the sin of omission. नहीं करोगे तो फंस जाओगे. Like daily washing teeth. It's a Nitya Karma. How will it remove your karma vasanas which are there? This Nitya Karma washing teeth is to avoid the sin of omission. What is that? If you don't wash the teeth, the mouth will be stinking, everybody will run away, you yourself will be bad, food will not go inside properly, you will get all the vomitings. These are all called the pratyavaya doshas. Sins because of not doing what is to be done. And no award is given for washing teeth and all. But daily karna padega. That's called nitya karma. Like the room cleaning. It's a nitya karma. You are not given an order, big rewards for that, nor it is exhausting your vasanas. Doing cleaning house every day is for avoiding sin of omission, that if you don't clean the house, it will be filled with dirt and dust, leading to all problems. ये हो गया. Now, Purva Pakshi raises second point. Yacha uktam samasta vedartha jnanavatava karmadikarat ityadi. But you have not answered that being what a Jnanavan, the one who studied all the Vedas, he has got adhikara for the karma, he must do the karma. तो ये तो हमने कहा, अब उसको जवाब दो ना. सिद्धांति he says, a little subtle thought it is. Shruta jnana vyatirekad upasanasya. All this topic in a cool mood tomorrow, slowly with some introduction, preparing your mind, we try to discuss. See, these are unfamiliar to us, therefore they are absolutely new. We may find difficulty in trying to catch. But anything first time is like that. But लोग लगातार सुनते सुनते रहने से हमको भी बात समझ आने लगता है. That is why in spirituality repetition is the way for becoming perfect. Just like in worldliness and samsara, it is the repetition which goes on binding us strongly. So repeatedly think, listen, you get an idea. Now, when you are obvious, consciously listening, whoever are listening is not now. Our intellect is opening up to the understanding about the limitation of the karma and karma phala. जितना भी करो, देखो लोग कहते हैं मैं कुछ भी कर रहा हूँ स्वामी मुक्ति मिलता ही नहीं. यार वही तो कह रहे हैं, कुछ करने से मुक्ति नहीं मिलता. मुक्ति तो ऑलरेडी है, उसको जानना पड़ता है. And when we realize this point that to become liberated, I have to do nothing, the joy of that realization is so beautiful. But फिर भी, I have to do nothing of kamya, nishiddha and all. But whatever the nitya karma, dharma karma, I do it without any phalapeksha, without involving in the new nonsense. When I am relaxed, slowly the antakarana becomes shuddha, then the existing self gets discovered. You are liberated. याद रखना हमेशा, कर्म के द्वारा हम अपने आत्मा को नहीं बनाते हैं, आत्मा ऑलरेडी है, उसको ज्ञान के द्वारा जानना है. दैट इज मोक्ष. You have to know and realize the liberation. There's nothing to do here. Doings are in the world of samsara, maya, avidya, vasanas. Yaha karma, karta, karma phala, all this chakkar belongs to this category. The pure spirituality Vedanta mein, you are that already infinite, be that, that's it. But to this only, many, many lives earned, karma samskaras are obstructions. Therefore, we are told to do karma yoga, bhakti yoga and all, so that they are all cleared. They only clear. Like they give the example, the dust, the mirror got all the dust. So you sprinkle water and clean it. By cleaning the mirror with water, you are not creating the purity or shiningness of the mirror. It was always there. It only was covered by the dirt, which you through karma removed. So karma removes the dirt, doesn't create the cleanliness of the mirror. Mirror is always clean. If you can catch this one, so too, every sadhana, karma which are told for us to be done, are only to remove the dust on the mirror. Once that goes away, already existing me as Sachidananda is realized by me as myself. That's called moksha. Once I know I am that self, which is all pervading everywhere, as substratum of everything, I am that, not the superimposed. When the wave knows that I am the water behind every wave, it will not be bound by its own waveness, also, therefore, because of the other waves. Its drushti is changed from I am wave to I am the water. Think it cool. And whenever it was like a wave, it was always water only, because without water, wave cannot be. So too, without the Atma in me, the Jiva, Upadhi cannot be. On the water only, wave superimposed. On the self only, Jiva Bhava, Deha, they are superimposed. Realization is like that. I am the water behind all waves. Therefore, I am not bound by any of the waveness. In me, waves are coming and going. In me, the pure Sachidananda, entire Brahmandas are like waves coming and going. This is what we have to contemplate deeply, repeatedly, so that this thought becomes strong. This is what is actual thought. This is the real thought. This thought is the knowledge. Everything else, key wave is real, the other wave is real, this is small, that is big, this wave fighting with that, that is with this fighting. ये उसने कब्जा किया, उसने इसका. All of that is in delusion only. In water, nothing is happening like that. Pure water. Listen, think more and more. Allow the Guru and Ishvara Kripa to mold us in this understanding, deepen us in this understanding, widen our understanding. Let it happen. And what we saw today in introduction, what an important thought it was, creating the personality. Don't forget. Clear? Sarvam Om Parabrahma Charanaravindar. See, what we are doing in our classes, if you remember, is every topic we are trying to elaborately discuss and study as best as possible, so that we, the initial entrants, are given good, clear picture. Then we are more inspired. That's the beauty we are achieving in our classes by dealing with every of the topic. Because we are new also. ये सब्जेक्ट तो अभी हम पढ़ रहे हैं. धीरे धीरे पढ़ाते पढ़ते खुद को भी समझ में आ रहा है. You are also able to catch. Continue. Om 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 Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते। ओम शांति शांति शांति। हरि ओम। श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। परम ऋषिभ्यो नमः। परब्रह्मणे नमः। श्रुतिमात्रे नमः। सद्ब्रह्मार्पणमस्तु।